Wingy Boxing IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here with Lyon Woodstock. What's going on, Leon, ahead of your Archie Sharp fight? How you feeling, man?
I'm good. Relaxed.
I said Archie Sharp, that put a smile on your face, man. Tell me why.
Because it's a good fight, man.
I'm
looking forward to it. Do you know what I mean? I'm finally going to be able to show everyone what we've been talking about and trying to put across in previous fights. I feel like this is the fight that will have everything come together and truly highlight who Lyon Woodstock is.
What's the last few weeks in camp? How's that been? Everything been going good?
Chilled, it's been relaxed. Nothing's really changed. We're still doing the same thing. Just, same old. Training every single day, 2 to 3 times a day. You know, it is just live the life. Do you start ramping it up at this stage, or is that for the next, not to the next few weeks, or do you start winding down? How does it work for you? Well, I'll get to a certain level. Like, how I look at it is like, it's like a bar. Like, let's say 0% to 100%. And I'll rest at about 75% for most of the camp. Do you get what I'm saying? And then, like, closer to the time, Hudge will step everything up and I'll get to about 85%, 90%, and then the last week, like, he'll take me from there, sharpen everything up, sharpen all my tools, and I go from 90 to 100 and ready to go. But, like, the timing of that is, like, so important. I feel like a lot of people peak too early, and when they get to the fight, they're drained. Do you know what I mean? I remember Hudge telling me some years ago when I was an amateur, like, if you got a kettle and you just held your finger on the boil button, and then it boils dry, you keep boiling, it would just break.
Right,
and that's what training's like. You got to know when to kick, when to hold back, when to explode, and it's the same in a fight.
So for me, the whole Archie Sharp, Lyon Woodstock thing, it happened in it began in an IFL TV interview. I was just watching a post-fight of his, and then he just sort of mentioned your name. Is that where it all began, or was it social media, or? I
think the first I heard of it, because I heard 3-4 different people saying it, and I didn't think nothing of it. So, it takes more than just someone telling me, like, someone said this to rock my boat. Right, you know what I mean? I wasn't bothered. I was like, oh, whatever, I'm just doing what I'm doing. Whoever I'm fighting, Hudge would tell me, my manager would tell me, I'm not bothered who's saying what's saying who, and you know what I mean? And I heard like 3-4 times, like, over a course of like a couple months, because he said something like 2 months before I even checked. And I was like, I keep hearing this, let me go and have a look.
Let's see what's going on.
Who is this Archie Sharp guy? Let me have a look. It was on Twitter, and I scrolled down his Twitter, I had a look, and then I seen it, and I was like, oh, that's a bit rude. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect that. Like, what have I done to you? Why do you want to fight me so bad? But obviously, we're in the game of boxing, and obviously he's in a position where he wants to start establishing himself. He's had a decent amount of fights now where he's got to that level where it's about showing your levels and actually finding out, are you made for this sport?
People would say it's like a 50-50 fight, but do you think there's some people who feel he may sort of outbox and you may brawl? Like, I've seen you work. I know what you've got, but do you think there's people on the outside who may think you're going to go in there and try and rush him and he's going to box, or what's the perception you think people have?
Personally, like, I'm not bullshitting you all, I literally don't even think about what other people are thinking. I don't care. Like, I'm not bothered. But from his point of view, that's what he stated. He says that I won't win a round to start with.
I was going to ask you about that,
and that I'm one-dimensional, which is, now I'm going to take that. That's my name, Lyon 1D. I want to be known as 1D. For this fight, I'm one-dimensional Woodstock.
Just nice. Okay, so when he says stuff like he's not going to lose a round, that completely just bounces off you.
I'm not bothered, honestly. If that's what helps him sleep at night, then so be it.
Okay, and everything's feeling good, back all right, everything's
good. Ever since the Tellers fight, like, have you watched that fight? Have you not watched it?
Yes, I've seen that.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, is that the one you last?
It was my last fight, gone. It ain't been put up on YouTube or anything.
Oh, right, okay, no.
They've just put the Poxton fight on YouTube.
Right, okay.
I watched that yesterday. That was a good fight, man.
Was that the Selby fight?
Yeah.
Warrington, yeah, I was there.
Warrington.
Yeah, I was there. I saw that one. Yeah, I seen that one.
Against that. What's his name? Begins with a C or something. Can't remember his name. Before. Yeah, that was a good fight, man. Like, you know, after all that time watching it back now, that was a good fight, man. Considering my situation and circumstances and the way I followed instructions, stuck to the game plan, changed it up, boxed his head off, came on the inside, outworked him. Like, yeah, man, wicked. And I scored that 97-93. That's what I scored that fight. I have no idea what them commentators were talking about, or that's a chat for another time. It's ridiculous though. But I scored that 97-93. He won 3 rounds, and that was me being generous and seeing like, well, I could see how they could give that round. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was a good fight, man. And like Hudge was saying, people the prospects coming through now, not many of them have had fights like that. They've not been tested. They've not shown their grit. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I've got boys like Archie Sharp coming forward with not a fight like that on his record, has he done 10 rounds? Has he? I don't know. And he's getting in. Listen, you don't want to get in a Shark Tank with a Predator for like just like that. Where's his build-up fight? Where's his what? It's dangerous. But if that's how they're gonna like go with it, then cool. If I was him, I'd be wanting to sit down and talk to my management. Like, don't you think we should do this before going for Woodstock? You gotta be real. You gotta be real. Do you know what I mean? It's like me going to challenge bloody Lomachenko right now. I know in my head that one day I'll be ready for a fight like that, because Hudge will not put me in the ring if he doesn't believe that I'll one day be able to beat every single style. But saying like we're going to put you in the ring to do it right now is stupid, and you have to be 100% real. Do you know what I mean? I'd give my best shot. I'd do what I could do, but he's levels above me right now at this moment in time. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to get to that level or even supersede it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you have to be 100%. You can't lie to yourself in this game, because that's how you get hurt. Like, that's what he should have done, but he hasn't. So
I guess he would say his amateur experience. So when you hear about his amateur experience, and it's mentioned it several times, yeah, you're shaking your head. That's what I was going to ask you. Does it annoy you when that's always brought up? Do you think that's relevant to the pros or this fight?
It doesn't like annoy me. I just think it's like ludicrous how someone can actually think that stuff matters right now. Like, he, as his own person, in his own thoughts, with his own conscious mind, sits there and thinks what I did when I was 12, 13, 14, 15 will help me in this fight right now. That doesn't make sense. It don't matter. It does not matter. And then even the fighters that he did fight on the amateur level, like saying Pat McCormack, oh yeah, I beat Pat McCormack when you was 12. It don't matter. It means nothing. Go and fight him now. I guarantee Pat McCormack would beat him now. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't say that. And then who else was it? Romero. He beat him as well. He was a kid. You're kids. Listen, I didn't have no junior experience, but from being on the boxing scene and like seeing how it goes, whatever kid comes through with their strength first is going to do better. That's it. Do you know what I mean? You could have a kid so skillful, slippery, but if one kid's just got his strength sooner than the other one, he's matured a bit quicker, he's going to just dominate him. Throw him about. So it don't matter, Mr. Archie Sharp. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. But I just hope that he comes on the night, like Pop said, and delivers what he says. Because if he does, we're going to have a great fight. It's going to be a Hagler-Hearns type fight. And that's what I wanted to get into boxing for. I wanted to bring them days back. And if he's going to be the guy that I can dance with to bring that fight back. Because remember, like, it takes 2 to make a great fight. And if he can do that, then I'll like him after the fight. I'll be like, we definitely got to do that again.
That's what I remember at a presser when we was at. You were saying that you want these big fights. You yes. really crave this big sort of fight. And there was some kind of, you said you want a tournament to happen. Chuck me in the tournament right now. So you've got that now. Leicester stage. And as I was speaking to Hud, you don't, that doesn't pressure you, does it? You just get in there.
No. I've been in front of like crowds of people since I can remember. Do you know what I mean? Like, I used to do like this. I used to do like shows because I was part of this performing arts group. We used to do shows at the Haymarket Theatre in Leicester, and I've been in like Camelot, Knights of the Round Table, Sword and Stone, Wizard of Oz, and like that's from young, and like, that's in front of loads of people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many people it holds, but it's a lot. Do you know what I mean? For a kid, and to be on stage performing, could forget a line, it's always just been something I just gel with, and meeting Hudge, he's opened the doors and shown me a complete new way to channel the energy that you get when you know you're performing, because a whole new energy enters your body. Do you know what I mean? And he's taught me how to channel it in a completely different way to absolutely maximize that energy. Because a lot of people say like, that I don't feel nervous for a fight, or I don't feel apprehension, or they're just lying. Of course you do, because if you don't, then you're not human. We're all humans. We all have emotions. We all have feelings. We all go through certain things. So when you get that, it's about what you do with it. It's not whether you have it or you don't. You will. It's what you do with it, what matters. And every single time it comes to fighting, like Hudge helps me just channel that energy in a really spiritual way. And on that night, you're gonna see like the warrior that I am. You're gonna see it, because like I believe like I am a warrior spirit. I've got a warrior spirit inside of me, or I wouldn't like be able to relish in the glory of savagery the way I do. Do you get what I'm saying? So on that night, you're gonna see it. We're gonna unlock the door and just let him out.
What does Archie Sharp do good in your eyes as a boxer? Well, what do you like?
I feel like I personally feel like he's got a certain set of skills that he's been doing for a very long time that he's got good at, which is his movement, his jabbing, that's his game. Move, hit, a lot of straight punches, and then he'll try and like, it depends who he's fighting, I guess, like, because I've seen him fighting like road sweepers, and he'll come in and let his hooks and uppercuts go, but I highly doubt that will happen. I honestly feel like he'll just stick to what he knows, because people always get, like, if you go through certain things, they'll always go back to what they know. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's just going to go back to what he knows, which is to move and keep me at range and score points. And how long did we have for this fight, the training? Like 7-8 weeks, was it?
Yeah.
Or something. He ain't going to learn much more than he's already done in that 7-8 weeks. He's not going to get much more fitter, much more stronger. He's just going to be a little bit better. What people don't understand is the layers. You have to have layers. That's where it comes from. Like, so people could say like, oh, well, you're not going to get no fitter. You're not going to get no stronger. Would you want to know why? Because I already am. I'm already that. Because I've been building it up for years. You can't try and go. That's why I don't understand what, like, I just find it funny how he wants, like, I don't even think like he directly just wants to fight me. I don't know. I think he sees it as an opportunity or something. I don't know. I don't get into it because I don't really bother too much. But he's gone straight. He's skipped like the can you really do this fight and just gone to the this is it fight. Do you understand? He's skipped it. You can't do that. Same with training. You can't. It's layers. You got to build up. Look at my record. It's literally built up through the stages. We've gone through the levels, and now I'm at this stage, at this level, and it will only go more up and up and up from here. Bigger, better fights. God willing, no injuries happen. Yeah. Everything goes to plan. It will just go up. That's all that will happen, because the layers, man. You can't disrespect the layers.
Couple of weeks or so out now. Then what happens now? Does you wind down the camp, or sort of?
Well, we got sparring this week. I'm not sure what's gonna happen near the end of the week. I've got a slight idea, but which is very keeps you on your toes. I love that. I love that I come here and I don't really know what the hell I'm gonna be doing until we're here, and it keeps everything entertaining, exciting, and just keeps your brain ticking. It's not like I wake up like, oh, I've got to do this today, or do you know what I mean? Yeah. I love fighting so much. Like, if I could not train and just fight, I would. But the way Hudge coaches, it kind of makes it hard for me to not want to train.
Right,
do you understand?
It keeps it interesting.
It keeps me here.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like if I was with another type of coach or someone that just done things even slightly a bit different, like I wouldn't be able to engage as much as I do. More than just training my body and everything, like it's my mind. I'm telling you, like my mind right now, this moment in time is like on some different level. I'm on some different brainwave right now. Like I'm proper switched on and ready for this fight, and that's all down to like Hudge channeling me. And it's not like I'm not capable without Hudge. It's just he shows me the way.
Of course, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? If there's a fork in the road, and I could very well choose the right way to go, but he makes things a lot more simpler and gets me straight to the point, and this is what you got to do. You got to do it like this, in this way, at this time. And it saves me having to make the errors to find the right way. Do you understand? I
do, yeah. In your downtime, bit of gaming. See that smile come up? This is the part I wanted to say. This is the part I wanted to talk about. You got to relax. Everybody does their own thing to relax. Course. Even fighters have got to have a switch off time, man. What are you looking forward to next, bro?
What? Next game?
Next game, yeah.
Right now, I'm proper into, what's it called? Firewall.
Oh, VR, yeah.
Yeah, on the VR. That's my time passer right now. When I'm not boxing or thinking boxing. Because I feel like it's very important to get, like, the separation.
That's what I was going to say.
Because I feel like a lot of boxers, they dog the boxing so much, and through my whole like experience of boxing, right from the amateurs, I've always been happy. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why I've always been able to perform. I feel like happiness is a thing that's not really, you don't really highlight it. People don't really look at it when it comes to the training side. And like I said, I love coming to the gym. Hudge makes this a very happy place. There's been times like that I've not even told Hudge. Like I've been going through like shit at home or something's been bothering me. I'll just come here and sit here. Not even train, not even do nothing. I'll just sit down here and just like read the stuff on the walls. Just think about times here. This is a happy place. This is somewhere that is happy. So I feel like even if I was just to be dogging the boxing, because the way Hudge has the whole atmosphere and everything, I'd still be happy.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like people get boxing just washed out of them, and by the time they get to a certain age, they just hate it.
I guess the question is, have you got a Hudge on the stick at the old Xbox place? You like that?
Hudge has had to go on the VR at his house. I went round on Christmas Day.
What do you think of the VR, Hudge?
The VR, well, it freaked me out. Just moving on from texting.
I went round on Christmas Day and he had it set up, and he had like, have you seen the shark one where they put?
Yes, I've seen that one. Yeah.
I just seen him sitting there like, oh, this is too real. Yeah, it's good, man. You've got to have your time away from boxing. Honestly, if you don't, then it won't bother you so much in the meantime. But it's over time. It will just get you down. Exactly. You can't beat really a happy fighter. A happy fighter is exactly a good fighter.
Lyon Woodstock, thanks for speaking to Wingy Boxing IFL TV. Catch up with shout out Kuhn Cassius. Catch up with you fight week, brother, and can't wait for the fight, brother.
Well, 1 second before you go. There we go. Good. I just want to say thank you to Hilmarin for sorting us out with our transport and everything that they've done in regards to like the whole travelling, because obviously without all that stuff, you can't really go nowhere. Thomas Cassie's roofing company, he's like, again, my main sponsor. He's like done so much for me. Do you know what I mean? Like beyond the point of just a sponsor, I see him as like a close family friend. Do you know what I'm saying? Kong events as well, which they're starting to get quite big into this whole boxing thing. I won't be surprised if you start seeing them on the scene like soon. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're doing really, really well. And another level scaffolding as well, which is sponsor, helps him get by and do everything that he needs to do. And without all these people, he won't be able to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's why these boys can train like champions.
Exactly.
Like world champions.
I find it just crazy how some people like, oh yeah, I've got a full-time job.
Yeah. These are trained like
it's dangerous.
I speak to a lot of boxers like that. Yeah. I speak to a lot of boxers.
And it's not entirely their fault. Do you know what I mean? I've always said like, you can be so talented, you can have so much ability, but I'll always say you'll only go so far if you ain't got the right people around you. That's what will push you that extra bit to push you to the top. 100%. Like 100. Without the people around you, you'll only ever go so far. Don't matter how good you are.
Big fight coming up. Can't wait to see it, Leon.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for speaking to Wingy Boxing IFL TV.
Respect.